Back, guys, with another video. Dadgummit. Let me put that over here. Alright, guys. Back to what I was saying. It was like 2011 or 12, I don't remember. But my ex-fiance left me. I came home from a bar. It was called Sideline Bar. And I came home. Went to the bathroom. It wasn't this one over here, but it was one up there. And I went in there. I seen all these drugs that was in there. I seen all these headache pills, all these stuff, like all this headache stuff. And in my mind, I was like, what would happen if I take all these drugs? What would happen? That's what the demon said in my head. But I already knew what would happen. So I did it anyways, because I was done with life at that point. I was done with everything. I was just done. But another voice was in my head saying, don't do it. Don't do it. You have your life. You have life focused. You have life already planted. Sooner or later, you're going to be having things good for you. Everything's going to go good. I didn't listen. So I did it. And I fell to my knees. Not my knees, but I fell. And I died. All the stuff that I took killed me. And I was going through a tube, and it was all white around. It was white. And I was hearing a voice come from a mile away. It was sweet. It was nice. It was calm. And it was the voice of Jesus. I mean, a voice of God. It was a voice of God and Jesus. So I was going through. And when I got there, I seen the heaven's gates. I seen God and Jesus himself. Yes, God has long hair and a beard, a long beard. And yes, Jesus has long hair and a beard. Everything we see, and the Bible even says it about this. It even says it, that he had long hair. Because he was a Jew. But that's not what I'm getting to. And God said to me, he's like, son, I'm going to send you to hell, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. When you do something wrong, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I looked at him, I was like, and my eyes, and I looked at my body, it didn't look the same as the one down here on earth. This doesn't look the same. I didn't talk like this. I didn't sound like this. I actually sounded different at that point. I actually sound different. I didn't even talk like this. I can't remember what I sound like because I know what I sound like on Earth, and up there, I didn't sound the same. But yeah, I went to. He sent me to hell, and I seen everybody. I seen a bunch of people, and it was on fire down in there. It was crazy. And I seen this guy, and I was standing right beside Hell's Gates, and I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I was just standing still, like one of those what they call statues. I was standing still like a statue. And this guy was climbing and climbing. He looked like he was climbing for days, like he was climbing that a rock. It was like all red, everything was on fire. He was climbing. He was like, help me, I did stuff wrong, I sinned, I need help, I need a drink of water, my thirst is, my throat's hurting. And he was climbing. His arms was torn open, and it was bleeding, blood everywhere. His legs was torn open and bleeding everywhere. And I looked around me, and I heard everybody screaming. I heard everything. It was just playing over and over again, like a broken record. It was just going over again. And finally, I went back to heaven, and God showed me everything I did was wrong. He showed me everything I did. And I see myself making fun of somebody that was not alright in the head. I see myself making fun of a fat person. I seen myself making fun of somebody because the way they talked and stuttered. And yeah, all of that is not good. All of that's not really good. And I knew that I was in good hands because I was in the presence of the Lord. I was standing right in front of the Lord, and He showed me everything I did was wrong. And I knew, in that point of view, I knew that everything was okay. And I heard myself, I heard everything I was doing. It just kept going and over again. It was like a picture book that He had, and He showed me. And it was like a video that was playing over again for what I did. And I also seen all those videos about me making fun of all my exes. And I seen a video about me making fun of a girl in high school. Not like the other one, but yeah. And I wasn't proud. And it was to that point. I knew everything I did was wrong. And so yeah. And God looks at me. He says, "Do you want to stay or do you want to go back to earth?" And I was like, I didn't say that. I was thinking, but I'm not getting that. I'm not going to that detail yet. But yeah. But when I was actually seeing that stuff I was doing, when I was making fun of that person that was slow, and when I see myself making fun of that person that was overweight and fat, and I see myself making fun of all my old teachers and all the stuff, and making fun of old ladies. I seen all that stuff. I seen it, and I looked up to God, and I was like, God, am I going to die? Am I going to stay with you in heaven?